And welcome back, everyone, to part 3 of What If Naruto was a full Uzumaki with Adamantine chains. Normally, this would have been out yesterday, but unfortunately, I did hit a bit of a time crunch yesterday, hence why also the Death Battle reaction didn't come out till today as well. But we're here. We're not queer. Get used to it. But no, we're here, and we're doing it. And I'm going to be pre-recording some stuff throughout for the latter part of the week just because of work. So this is going to be a bit of a packed day for me. But we left off with Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke passing the bell test. Now, after they passed the bell test, they said, now let's all go home. But Sakura goes home to her parents. Sasuke also goes home to his compound. Now, keep in mind, I do agree with the idea that Kushina probably would have taken Sasuke in for a little bit. Probably also helps steer him away from the real dark path he ends up going, at least for now. Like, he's not anywhere near as antisocial, against help, anything like that. He still very much wants to get revenge on Itachi, but it's not something that's driving his entire psyche. He does have other people to rely on. But I also feel like Sasuke basically needing to deal with this in his own way, would eventually leave the Uzumaki household and live on his own. So he goes back to his compound as well. Naruto, though, does ask, hey, Kakashi-sensei, you want to go home, say hi to Mom? He's like, well, I haven't seen Kushina in a little bit, so why not? And so Kakashi and Naruto walk home. And they're talking, they're chatting. Ha! Mom's going to be so stoked! Well, I hope so. I hope she would be. And then, they get, hey, Mom, I'm home, and I brought Kakashi-sensei. Oh, Kakashi's here? Oh, Kakashi! What would she call him? Actually, that's a good point. Apparently, someone brought up that Obito was actually Kushina's favorite student of Minato's, but I'm sure she likes Kakashi just fine. Especially as Kakashi's mellowed out over the years. But that's a good question. What would you, Kakashi Nichan? No, not Nichan. Kakashi... What do you call, like a little kid? Kakashi... just Kakashi-san. Maybe it's just Kakashi-san. Oh, Kakashi, insert nickname here. Oh, it's so good to see you. You haven't been by. Forgive me. A lot of missions, a lot of teams have had to, unfortunately, pass or fail. Honestly, this Naruto's team is the first team I've actually legitimately passed. I see. Well, congratulations. Would you like to stay for dinner? Oh, I wouldn't want to impose. He's like, no, I insist. Please stay. We can catch up. And so, yeah, Kakashi stays. They eat. I also fully imagine that maybe only Kushina has seen his face. Maybe Kushina and Naruto are the only two who have actually seen his face, because she doesn't play the game. I was like, you idiot, you ass. Of him just like boop boop, like doing that. But yeah, so they probably have seen his face. And well, Kakashi, I can't get over how much of a handsome young man you grew up to be. Think you haven't found a young lady to settle down with. Oh, yeah, well, sorry. Well, life's busy when you're a shinobi. I know, but me and Minato found a way to make it work. I'm sure if there's someone out there you have some special feelings for, you'd be able to make it. You could make it work. Oh, so she probably wouldn't say it that way, because that's just repeating the exact same thing. But me and Minato found a way, so maybe, I'm sure if there's someone special out there you have something for, you could make it work. Which, by the by, let's be clear, his true love is Guy. But no, actually, let's be honest. That's not canon. That's not canon. Kakashi's gay or bi or anything like that. And him and Guy are really just good friends. They are the Sasuke and Naruto of their generation, really. Sorry, I had some raspberries here. There's a little stuff left over. But, yeah, no, so, yeah, there's really no evidence to say Kakashi's ever had any real romantic interests to begin with. Like, Rin was not somebody he was romantically involved in. Rin had feelings for Kakashi. It wasn't the other way around. That could have turned into something later down the road. But yeah, there's no saying whether or not Kakashi just didn't seem to have any sort of interest in romance. At least not at the time we met him. Anyways, I thank you for that, Kushina. If I do end up meeting someone someday, perhaps I could go that route. But for now, I'm happy where I'm at. Oh, that's good. Which leads me to one more thing. Kakashi, Naruto, how late was Kakashi-sensei today? Which Kakashi immediately goes, yeah, he was actually only about an hour late today, which was, it's an improvement. Oh, that's good, Kakashi. It's a habit I'm trying to work on. No, and to which he actually just goes, "Look, I understand. Between Obito, Minato, Obito, your father, and all the other people we've lost, I do get it to some degree. Like she actually softens a bit. And the fact that you're only an hour late is way better than when you started out. So I don't actually begrudge you. But well, thank you, Kushina-san. Or would it be Kushina-san or Kushina Sensei? Because honestly, yeah, maybe he could have been taught by her at some point. I could actually see her maybe taking Kakashi under her wing for a little bit during like Naruto's formative years, babysitting all that, giving him a little bit of a leg up, teaching him some more about seals, especially when it comes to the nine-tailed fox chakra, all that. Um, but ultimately, he's not like picked up everything from them. Like, we already know he knows the Rasengan, so he's not going to learn that. He's not going to learn that from her. And she doesn't know right now the Flying Thunder God, or at least back when they were training, not the Flying Thunder God. So he wasn't going to pick that up either. But still, like helping out chakra reserves because that's a big thing for him right now. Because of the Sharingan, when he loses it, like he's going to get a huge amp. But yeah. However, she didn't. But that being said, I don't want you to be slouching on my son's training. It wouldn't look good on you if Naruto were to fall behind. Him or Sasuke or that nice little girl Sakura on your team. It would really look bad on you and them and me if they were to suddenly fall behind. She's giving like the eye smile, but it's like that. It's just like the evil presence killing intensity. Wouldn't you agree, Kakashi? Yep, that'd be bad. That would be bad. I will definitely do my due diligence. Yep. Say, that's good to hear. Now who wants dessert? And so Kakashi's just like, hey, bye, Kakashi says I see you for training. He's like, yeah, bye, Naruto. Oh God. So he's just like spends the rest of his night kind of tossing through like, but no, they're all good. And so Team 7 begins their training. And right out the gate, their training, according to Kushina putting the fear of God in Kakashi, would be more intense than, say, their normal training. Like, in the original series, Kakashi mentions that he taught them teamwork. Really, that was the only thing they taught him before the wave mission, and then chakra control exercises, walking up the tree. Here, I think Kakashi actually already stretches it, not just teamwork, obviously, but does also stress chakra control exercises. So they're already getting the tree walking down, which Sasuke actually already has under his belt, thanks to training with Naruto on and off. But Sakura still needs to get that down. Plus water walking, which Sasuke probably doesn't actually have yet, but we know Naruto does. So right now he's focusing on chakra control exercises before he actually starts teaching them anything real in depth for jutsus. But I do think Kushina will give him some advice. Be like, Naruto, I haven't actually taught Naruto elemental control yet, but it's getting near that time. I think I should teach him that. So I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that to you to tell me what his affinity is, and we'll work from there. And Kakashi's like, we're not really supposed to be teaching Genin this yet. That's something you usually pick up for Chunin. He's like, I know, but he's my son, and I know he can handle it. Plus, Sasuke already knows his clan's lineage when it comes to chakra control, chakra elements. So it would make sense that Naruto should learn it. And if Naruto's going to learn it, Sakura should know it as well. And Kakashi can't argue that point. He's not going to go anything extreme, but when the time's right, say after the bridge mark or during, honestly, they will start to, practicing chakra, not chakra control, but elemental chakra. Meanwhile, though, after they catch Tora for probably the umpteenth time, I still could see Naruto, despite that he's a lot more mature here, still also being Naruto, be like, oh, come on. It's more like, instead of like, no! It's not, instead of that, it's more like, oh, come on, old man. Look, I get it. We got to do this, but we're getting, we can at least get a C rank once in a while. I mean, these are great for building exercises, but we already have really good teamwork. You should see us. Yes, Kakashi. I have heard from Kakashi that your teamwork is actually quite excellent, but that is irrelevant. And the Thor explains the reason for the test. And unlike before, Naruto completely ignored him. He does listen to a certain degree because honestly, it's his goal to become Hokage. So he actually has kind of studied the proceedings of the village and like how it works, at least on the basic level, how it works, including this aspect, which I think as Sarutobi tries to explain it, Naruto interrupts him and acts kind of like how Konohamaru interrupted Naruto when he was talking about chakra. It's like, we're given ranks. Yes, and each ninja based on rank is assigned a certain level of mission. Genin are assigned usually level or not D rank, or not E, D rank missions. Jonin and higher are usually assigned anywhere from A to S rank missions. Chunin can be assigned C to B in the occasional A rank, and Genin almost exclusively are usually stuck with D ranks, but can occasionally, and Naruto points out, be assigned C ranks if it's deemed appropriate. And probably Sarutobi and everyone else kind of looking at it, I was like, what? I told you my dream is to become Hokage. You think I would look into this stuff? And Sarutobi's like, even though he's not happy with Naruto kind of acting a little bratty, is actually impressed. Like, so the boy really is taking his dream seriously. All right, very well. Since you seem confident, and I am very well aware of at least some of your strengths and Kakashi's capabilities as well, I can assign you the C rank mission. We have the client coming in now. What's this? Brat? They're just a bunch of kids. And the pink-haired one looks stupid of all, the Sakura. Because I actually don't think Naruto is as short here as he is, because Kushina also gives him a balanced diet, too. So he's probably closer to Sasuke's height, and therefore not as short as Sakura. But, probably a little taller than Sakura, but shorter than Sasuke. So Sakura probably is the one that he makes fun of. Like, they have to hold her back. And so I was like, all right, I am Tazuna, a master bridge builder. I must get back to my bridge. And so they're about to head out. Naruto does immediately give like, it's first time I've been out of the village, probably forever. And so they head out. Now, obviously, they make a point of talking about the land of mist. Naruto does not even badmouth the Hokages this time, but or in his head, he mentally did. But Sakura says like, "Oh man, really that great?" One of you was just down in Lord Hokage, or they? They continue, and they're walking along. Now, people have asked the question, can Naruto learn the Kaguya's Eye or Mind's Eye technique that either Kushina or Karin knows? Keep in mind that we don't know if every Uzumaki had access to every single ability that Uzumaki ever demonstrated. Like Adamantine chains, we know not every Uzumaki had that ability. It is a certain amount of Uzumaki that could unlock it, which does kind of make it a Kekkei Genkai, but it's just not labeled as such. And I know someone said, "Oh no, they had 3 like clan jutsu." Like, yeah, but those aren't clan jutsu, aren't Kekkei Genkai. By all accounts, this is a Kekkei Genkai. I don't know why it's not labeled. If you really try to look up Adamantine chains, it's not labeled as a Kekkei Genkai. But by all accounts, it's a Kekkei Genkai. So I've never actually understood that. I don't. But point being, not every Uzumaki had the Adamantine chains, or the healing technique, like the Karin's healing bite, or the Mind's Eye, as far as we know. So while it's Adamantine chains, maybe down the road I'll have unlock these abilities further on. That doesn't mean Naruto doesn't have sensory capabilities. If anything, because of the way his seal works, and because he's a little bit more open to the foxes, the idea of using the fox's chakra, he might have just a little bit of better senses than normal. We already know that he had good enough senses to actually find where Zabuza was. Or was it Haku? That's a good question. Which one of them do you think he actually found when he threw the kunai and almost hit the rabbit? Because Kakashi said, that's a snow rabbit. It was used for a substitution jutsu. Because the rabbit was basically Haku's pet. You would think it was Haku. But Zabuza is the one who shows up. So, and I mean, it's probably under Zabuza could use it too. So I don't know. We don't know. Just honestly, I guess the question is, who do you think he actually sensed? We know Naruto figured it out. So Naruto's sensory capabilities are a little understated. But that being said, Naruto's also fairly well trained by Kushina. So, and because he's practiced with Kushina, who has probably thrown legit killing intent at his ass before, he's not going to just freeze up in a fight this time around. Because Sasuke also kind of picks up on it. Sakura, not so much. But then obviously the 2 ninja come out of the puddle, grab Kakashi. They just like, Kakashi Sensei! And then the ninja do appear behind Naruto and it's like, huh. But instead of Naruto being like, huh, like freaked out, it's like, Naruto basically picks up on him right as they get behind him. It's like, you're going to pay for that. I'd like to see you try. It's like, really? And I was like, really? And then all of a sudden the chains come out. Two, not all of them, but two. And just out of his face, like, what the hell? What are these chains? Back, get away from them. It's like, and then Naruto's got the two chains coming out of his hands. Because again, they normally come out of the body. I could see Naruto kind of like having a mutation or just a different variation where it works kind of like Spider-Man, like web shooters. So he could actually web sling with these things. I didn't even think about that. I described him like that, but he could actually web sling. Naruto's got the two chains behind him, and they can extend pretty long. Like there's no real. I think I would have to imagine a limitation on length is really just up to the user and their chakra. Like we saw Kushina make them long and big enough to wrap around the fox and create a dome around the entire battlefield during that. So these things technically don't have a limit. And Naruto's got enough. Probably has more chakra than Kushina, to be honest. He's a second. I mean, is he? What generation of Uzumaki would Naruto be? At least. I mean, two pure Uzumaki. He's a second generation Uzumaki. Let's say that. Like he's. But then again, they're both pure Uzumaki. Yeah, what generation of Uzumaki would you think they would be? Like he'd be like a third, fourth, fifth Uzumaki, and he's got the nine tails in there. So yeah, his chakra, he ain't gonna tire. He got all the distance. At least I'm not saying he could wrap around the world or anything, but he could certainly catch these guys if he needs to. And he's just like getting ready. He then fires the chains at him again. They're weaving around. It's like, we're going to kill you, boy. It's like, yeah, I'm not the one you should be keeping your eyes on. All of a sudden, Sasuke comes in. Boom! Gets him right in there. Naruto! And then Naruto grabs the chain that they're connected with. Because they were actually connected by a chain. Which was not a good fighting move, really. Connecting their two gauntlets with one single chain. And Naruto grabs the chain, just kind of yoinks it. It's like, he's got a hold of us. And they unlock it. Not so fast. No, you don't. Naruto just basically throws the chains, throws the chains in the ground, kind of like erupting through them as Sasuke gets in to protect Tazuna and Sakura, who Sakura was also protecting him as well. And then Kakashi comes in. Kakashi Sensei, you're okay. Yeah, I'm fine. Very smooth. Nice work, Naruto, Sakura, Sasuke. Very smooth. Well done. Now then, let's find out who you're really working for, shall we? And through whatever interrogation or what they find out about Gato through Tazuna, they learn Gato's behind this. We are now beyond the scope of this mission. No, I understand. But my granddaughter will condemn the leaf. And there's also my poor grandson. Granddad, I want my granddad. But don't feel bad about it. Well, I guess we have no choice. We're going to have to continue to protect you. Oh, I'm very grateful. I win. But they go through mist. Now, Naruto, as much as he is still Naruto, isn't going to be stupid and actually make a, be loud and obnoxious. They are, like, trying to get through the mist quietly. And like I said, Naruto would still pick up on, there's someone here. It's like, well, Naruto, is something wrong? Yeah, I can't pinpoint it, but there's someone here. Which again, does that mean does Naruto just have really good at that point? Does Naruto have good instincts, or is a little bit of the fox's chakra giving him some sensory capabilities? Because we know with the fox's chakra, Naruto became one of the best sensors in the world. Once he actually, had full access, because he could sense. He didn't sense chakra, although he did learn to sense it, if I'm not mistaken. He could sense malice and evil and all that. So is this like an early version of that, or does he actually have minor sensory capabilities? Or is it's just good instincts? Either way, Naruto was just like, It's like, where is it? There? And it's like, no. And he throws a chain out. It's like, nope, not there. Wait, there! And this time he swipes the chain. And again, it's nearly cut, like he cuts a tree in half with it. And then he goes and looks and says, oh my god, it's a rat! I'm so sad! Naruto says, I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. Oh. Naruto, look, I get it. We're all on edge after that, but you can't just go around attacking me. And obviously, Kakashi's like, that's a snow rabbit. They only turns white when the days are long. This rabbit was raised indoors, which is only one thing, a substitution jutsu. Get down! And then obviously you have to duck. You were able to find me. Not bad. You, that sword, if it isn't Zabuza Momochi. one of the seven members of the seven swordsmen of the mist. And you, I know you, ninja. You're Kakashi Hatake. We had a standing order you and to kill you on sight in our bingo book. They called you the man who copied over 1,000 jutsu. Oh, what? But I must admit, wait, Kakashi of the Sharingan Eye. Sharingan? That's Sasuke. Now, Sasuke probably does know about it. He hasn't actually seen it. Like, he sometimes forgets Kakashi has it because he's actually never seen it. Naruto's probably told him about it through, like, practice and training with them. All right, this could get treacherous. It's like, all right, I'm ready. It's like his eye. Wow. And it's like, I get to see the Sharingan in action. This is an honor. All right, it's a Manji formation. I taught you teamwork. Now use it. It's like, right. Send the hidden mist jutsu. Sasuke's still freaking out from the killing intent. Luckily, Naruto's generally okay, thanks to dealing with his mom. And again, his mom honestly probably did train him with killing intent. Like she did probably actually like practice using killing intent on him. And he had to like fight it off. Like he still can't, he's not immune to it. Someone with way more killing intent than say like Zabuza could be able to, like Orochimaru, for example, could still really freak Naruto out. But because he's used to the idea of killing intent, he's not going to be just floored by it. Obviously, Naruto, Zabuza and Kakashi have their clash. Zabuza kicks Kakashi into the water prison jutsu. It's like, escaping the water, bad mistake. And you think you're ninja. When you're dangerous and then enough to be in my bingo book, then you may be called ninja. When you've teetered on the brink of life and death so much that it becomes a blur, then you may become ninja. It's like, you gotta get out of here. And to which Naruto and Sasuke both agree, like, that's not happening. Don't be a fool. You can't beat this guy. It's like, yeah, but if we try to run, you die, and he's just gonna come and kill the bridge builder anyway. We have to fight. And it's like, well, I don't know if you're smart or suicidal. But then again, the line is fine. And so Zabuza tries to come at Naruto, but he blocks with just grabs the blade with his chains. It's like, those chains. But Zabuza's still way stronger than Naruto. So even with those chains, he just kind of throws Naruto, who grabs the sword, but just lifts Naruto. The kind of smacks into Sasuke, who tried to come down with like a axe kick or something. I heard the Uzumaki still lived in the leaf, and most of you are dead at this point. And the few that remain, I've only ever met a few in my day. I heard you were almost all wiped out. Yeah, there might be a couple left out there, but maybe there are, maybe there aren't. All I know is me and Mom are the last ones. Your mother. Now, that being said, it's unknown, because it's known there was a pure Uzumaki in the leaf, and obviously Minato was an Uzumaki. It's not quite known how well, like, if people knew specifically who Uzumaki were. But if we are going in the idea that Minato used the Uzumaki last name, maybe he was Minato Namikaze Uzumaki instead. Maybe that also could be Naruto's middle name. I actually like that idea. That would mean that the minute he knows that Uzumaki, wait, there was only one Uzumaki I knew of in the leaf. You're his son. That's right. I'm the son of the red flash leaf, because he would be the red flash, not the yellow flash leaf. Minato Uzumaki. I'm Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki. And then he just goes Shadow Jutsu. Believe it. Then all of a sudden they'll go full on adamantine chains, and even the real Zabuza is like, this just got a whole lot more interesting and more difficult. And even the Zabuza clone fighting a massive, like, the Zabuza clone was able to take on a bunch of Shadow Clone Naruto. With adamantine chains thrown into the mix, oh no, that's a different fight. He can only like avoid him. He's cutting through him, but eventually, Sasuke's like, yeah, don't forget me, Fire Style, Fireball Jutsu, Water Style, Raging Torrent. Took your eyes off. You took your eyes off your opponent. What are you crying? That the chains is coming slicing through Naruto. And he's like, got it, and then throws the Demon Windmill Shuriken. As the few of the Naruto clones try to rush in, and he can walk on water too. He definitely not to be taken lightly. But a Shuriken's never gonna touch me. Boo! Another Shuriken in the shadow of the first. I told you a shuriken would never touch me, and all of a sudden, the chains emerge from the shuriken. Just, it's like, got you! And then he actually forces himself down with the chains on the water. Just, it's like, crap! And Naruto also wields hand signs for seals. He's seal work within it. That's right, the adamantine chains aren't just chakra. They can be used for sealing and binding. I'm not letting you get me that easy. And then he just funnels chakra through the Wind Demon Windmill Shuriken. Basically, and is probably an executioner blade too, just slicing through it because they're still chakra blades. They're not infallible and they can be broken. So just slicing. You're gonna have to do better than that, brat. And all of a sudden, boom, and that's when Kakashi comes in. Naruto, Sasuke, that was really well done. You guys really have grown. But let me handle this from here on out. And so they had the remainder of their fight. Kakashi beats the hell out of Zabuza, nearly kills him, and then Haku spares his life. And, now I must go, and then heads off. Naruto isn't as thrown off by this as he should be because he knows there are strong individuals in this world. The Uzumaki, as powerful as they are not like the only powerful clan out there. So, and the recognition they have is they have other clans is impressive. Like they very much recognize there are strong individuals out there. That's why Kushina's kind of tried to drill into Naruto is like, don't let your clan, define, your humility. You need to be humble in this world, no matter where you're from. And so, but Naruto still doesn't like the fact that like this guy was powerful. Like, holy crap! And so we still need to get the bridge builder to his bridge, and this is key. Kakashi is still okay. Mind you, he would now be running on empty, but he didn't use up so much chakra this time because one of the things him and Kushina trained with was increasing his chakra reserves. I wouldn't say he's at where he is in Shippuden, where his reserves got nuts big because of how much chakra the Sharingan eats, and he could just spam Kamui for a little bit after like the first time he used it. But I'd say he's maybe 60% of the way there. Because Kakashi's reserves were fine. They weren't amazing in part 1 because his Sharingan was eating so much of it. But, yeah, we don't know how much of an increase he got between part 1 and part 2. And then, apparently, as someone said, it's like 100 times increase after he lost his Sharingan. So we have to assume he took at least like a 5-10 times increase in his chakra reserves to be able to not only do that, the Kamui, but also spam Raikiri like it's nothing. He said he was limited to like a few shots a day, similar to like Sasuke's Chidori. Here, he literally could. We saw him use God knows how many jutsu in a row without actually being tired. So he must have at least 5-10 times the amount of his chakra. So if he's 60% of his Shippuden era level of chakra, that would make him actually that perfect math. That makes him about 60% higher in his chakra reserves. So Kakashi is still very much can tire out, but he's probably still sitting around maybe 20 or 30% here. So he's still probably okay. Like he can get there. They can get to the bridge builder. It's all good. And so let's see. We're at the 28-minute mark. I think we can focus on the well, no, you know what? We'll save that for part 4, training and then dealing with the actual bridge itself. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.